score. Does your statement have to do with this game or something else?
This game.
All right.
You know how I feel about Russell Westbrook.
Yes. That he plays hard every time out.
I admire him. I respect him. It's time for the Lakers to move him. They have taken all his joy out of life in basketball.
Chuck is 5 out of 8.
No, it's not about the numbers. First of all, the Lakers stink. We can get that out the way. Those two guys just out there having fun, AD and LeBron. They're just getting numbers. You never thought they were going to win this game. You know, they're just going through. They're like getting numbers.
With the NFL moving full steam ahead with its season, the NBA has also started its season. And we're in the time of year where it's a great time to be a sports fan. But why does sports culture not feel as great? At least for me. Lately, I haven't been able to watch sports like that. First of all, I feel like I already know what's going to happen most of the time, and none of the narratives or storylines really excite me. Speaking of narrative, for me there are 4 main boxes you gotta check off to have a successful culture in your sports league. You need narrative. Also, stakes need to be engaging for the gambling heads. You need a little bit of showmanship for the kids. And last but not least, speak to the ones who are going to carry your league into the future. So the real hoopers and ballers that are probably going to get drafted and be the face of your league. I feel like nowadays sports as a collective speaks to only 3 of those boxes. That's not a good thing. I see the gambling heads are happy and the kids are happy. I mean, the parents aren't when they got to fork over $200 for a tank top, but the kids really do fall in love with the magic of the game. And individuality is at an all-time high, and young kids start to see certain characteristics that a player might have, and it will make it easier for a young person to be inspired and want to study his or her game. However, here's where I'm left out of the mix. Where's the narrative? Where's the story? Where's the moments in sports where real storylines get fulfilled? I honestly feel like Tom Brady is the only one, and maybe a few others, who consistently have you on the edge of your seat because he's shown you time and time again what he's capable of. Tom is known for being burnt by the league or coaching staff and flipping the story on them by killing them with success. Then we have the infamous LeBron James, who doesn't consistently give us a story worth calling him a king over. I feel like he started to get really lazy on his legacy once he lost to the KD Warriors the second time. I think after that, he was just focused more on himself, his family, and his circle. And winning the bubble championship just solidified it. And for also AD, they literally walk around the league like 2 guys that graduated high school and come back just to hang out at their high school because that's the only place they know that they can act tough. Seriously, is Scottie Pippen Jr. and Austin Reeves gonna question LeBron? Nah, but it's not out of respect, it's out of fear. Because if your name is tied to his negatively in the headlines, you're not gonna win, especially if your career is just starting. Tom will yell at teammates and not have people look sideways at him because they know they could probably actually get a ring out of it. I haven't felt that with LeBron James since the last time he went to the finals with Cleveland. My point is that if you look around, there are no good stories that warm your heart and make you feel good after a long day at work. Who wants to go to work and come home and listen to millionaires and billionaires complain? I feel like the only other story I've been watching in sports or keeping up with lately has been the Aaron Judge story. I mean, who knows? He could pull a Colin Kaepernick in the future, but so far that story is beautiful, man. And it's a shame that people don't put those type of narratives out there, maybe for a day or two, but we should really talk about Aaron Judge's story more, but it really doesn't have, those social justice boxes really checked off. He's not really saying, he doesn't really even say anything controversial at all. He just plays the game, except for this Astros series. But my point is that the individualisticness of the game has made all these players in all their respective sports individual gods and individual kings, when there can really only be one king, only one GOAT, only one MVP. Everyone's the MVP, everyone's the GOAT. The lines are so muddled, it's insane. However, the fact that narrative is missing from all of this, narrative is the one thing that could really just not muddy those lines, and things could start to look more clear because everyone is on the same page of the same story. You'll have athletes that are on a different page or another page, and everyone's on all types of different timing. If you want the strength of your league and its culture and everything in it to remain strong, then you kind of have to make sure everyone's on the same page. You cannot have grifters. You cannot have Kyrie Irving and KD doing their own thing up east, LeBron and Russell and AD doing their own, stuff down south. You cannot really just have everyone just doing their own thing. Everyone, like if David Stern is rolling in his grave, like this Adam Silver guy, he just lets LeBron pretty much, he handed him the keys to the league, and it's really been downhill ever since, man. I thought the change of Adam Silver and a lot of other things happening in the league, I feel like Roger Goodell is really, like, as bad as he is, he's really holding this stuff together, because once he's gone, it's really going to change, and that's the end of the NFL. Once Roger, it's fun to hate him, it's annoying that you have to bring his name up, but once Roger Goodell leaves, it's done, bro. Just like when David Stern left, it's over. We're really in the last great era of sports, and by the end of this decade, you're not going to recognize anything you see on TV. And that's it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Peace.
It's not just about the stats, Shaq. You know
about the energy,
and enthusiasm.
the high fives.
He don't look. And first of all, I think he got Frank Him. I think they scapegoated him and Frank Vogel last year. I think he needs a fresh start. I think the Lakers need a fresh start.